Hello everyone, welcome back to ecigadvanced today. My name is Cody, and today I'm going to be talking about something that we have a lot of people kind of ask us about. I'm going to be talking about where do you start. You want to stop smoking and you don't want to use something like the KR808D. What's after that? I don't want to spend $200 on something I don't know if I'm going to like. And I want the best for, less than 50, 60 bucks. That's my budget. What can I get? We get this quite frequently, and there are solutions out there. Something that I use a whole lot, and what this is pretty much going to be based on, is, something that looks nice, something that vapes well, and something that's cheap and performs the way it should perform. Something that is going to, get you where you need to be with your cravings, last you a long time, and easy. It's just easy to use. So starting off, the main component of this is going to be the Ego Twist. The Ego Twist is an awesome device. The reason it's called an Ego Twist is because it has kind of selectable voltage at the bottom. You can go anywhere from 3.2 volts all the way to 4.8 volts. So that allows you to use pretty much anything you buy out there to put on top as an atomizer or a clearomizer, cartomizer, anything. You can buy a standard low resistance, as long as it's not a crazy high resistance on your atomizer or your cartomizers. Generally, it's going to work on this extremely well. But something I have found that a lot of people love and a lot of people use are the Kanger T2s. I know they've came out with Kanger T3s. I just haven't had a chance to pick any of them up because these work so well for me. But excuse me, the skirt fits on there. It actually threads with the skirt, and it looks wonderful on there. It looks like something that should be attached to an Ego. It is extremely easy to fill. You just unscrew this top mouthpiece, take your bottle, bloop your juice in there, screw your mouthpiece back on, and that's it. That's all you have to do. With the bottom being able to be selectable voltage, you can kind of twist it and see where where you like it to vape. With mine, I usually do a lot of low resistance stuff, and I usually vape at about 4 volts. I'll show you how it vapes. I mean, that is a satisfying vape for anybody out there. I have $200 devices, $300 devices, and sometimes whenever I'm going out or need something with a smaller tank, I'll just grab this and pop it in my jacket or my pant pocket or anything like that and take it with me. It also has the convenience of the 5-click on and off. So if you want to throw it in your purse or throw it in your pocket, even if the button is pressed, it's not going to fire. That's really nice with the twist as well. Something about the T2s I really do like. It has changeable heads, so really all you need to do is purchase one of them, and then whenever you're finished with the head, you can simply just unscrew the head after you have purchased another, firing head or heating coil or whatever you want to call it. Screw it back on there and pop your drip tip back on, or screw your drip tip back on, and it works perfect. It's also nice to have, if you have 3 or 4 different kinds of juices you like and you don't have time to drip or you drive a lot, I keep 2 of them with some of my favorite juices in there, or some of my most recent favorite juices. And it's nice to be able to just unscrew one, screw one back in, and be able to change flavors on the fly. I'll show you this one, how this one performs. Well, it's turned off. 5-button click on. It works extremely well. Something about the T2s though, the flavor is slightly muted. Just because it's using silica wick, It's not a horrible mute. It's not like you're tasting air or anything. I mean, you do get a flavor there, and it is a pretty nice flavor. But it does cut down on the flavor just a touch compared to dripping. And it does actually cut down, in my opinion, it cuts down on the nicotine just a touch. So I have been vaping higher nicotines in here, like 18s and around that realm, rather than my normal 12 that I've been kind of stepping down to lately. Another option, if you don't like the T2s and you need a bigger tank size, you can always go for the VV Novas. I always keep one of these around. It doesn't look as clean unless you get one of the screw-on skirts at the bottom, but this also works extremely well. I don't know what ohm this is. Let's see if it fires well at this. It works well. I'm actually going to bump that up a little bit. Yeah, it works well. You can't really go wrong with either one of them. I believe this one holds 2.8 milliliters. You could probably squeeze 3 in there. And the Kangers hold 2.4 milliliters. It's really not that big of a difference, but some people prefer one over the other. One is Vision, which is the VV Nova, and one is Kanger, which is obviously the Kanger T2S. Let's see a little bit more in depth about them. The Egos need to be charged on an Ego style screw-in charger. They are backwards compatible with, so if you have like a normal Ego kit, you can use these with your normal charger. If you don't, I think you can pick one up for about $7 to $8 on various vendor sites. They have a couple different versions of the Twist. They have a 650 mAh version. That one is $22.99 at Alt Smoke is where I looked and got mine. The 1000 mAh, which this one has a longer battery life. That one is $25.99. It's really not that bad of a price for what you do get. The 650 mAh for most vapors, most heavier vapors like myself, it's not going to get you throughout the day. It's only going to really last you maybe 3/4 of a day, maybe half a day before you get a voltage drop or before it just stops and you get the blinking button light. The 1000 mAh for me lasts me pretty much all day. I don't ever have to charge it unless it's at night. If I'm vaping it, I have a couple different devices and I'm pulling this out and just using it. Sometimes it can last me 2 days, but obviously I'm using the other things, half the time. The Clearamizers, the T2s, will run you about $4.95 for just one setup. That comes with one head, it comes with the tank, it comes with the little mouthpiece top that screws in. You can buy replaceable heads anywhere from $1.99 to, I think, maybe $2.50. I've seen them, a lot of places carry all these. Alt Smoke carries them for $4.95, and I believe their replacement heads are $1.99. For that kind of price, this is an extremely inexpensive way to get into vaping and vape well. It performs extremely well. It's going to look extremely sleek and nice without having to pay out the wazoo to get a really nice machine device. It's easy to fill. It's easy maintenance on it. Everything about this is easy. The VV Novas, you can pick them up at various vendors. I think they are anywhere from $10 to $15, I believe I've seen. So it's really your decision. I like the T2s a little bit better because they fit on there with the skirt and they just look really nice. So, if you're looking for something to get you off cigarettes and you don't really know where to go and you don't want to start out with a battery that you feel is going to die on you all the time, if you're one of those people who has to have their nicotine, I believe these styles are more to, if you're going to be using it as a cigarette, like a cigarette replacement, and these are going to be more, you're going to get way more performance out of them. Just to show you a comparison in Vaper. It's not bad. But compared to this, and it was off again. This is just a more satisfying vapor experience, in my opinion. So if you have any questions, if you have any concerns, if you have anything else that you feel is better than the T2s, if you feel like you know something else that's better than the Ego Twist, feel free to drop us a line in the comments. Come to ecigadvanced.com/forums, and share your insight on the subject. Again, this is Cody. I hope you all have a wonderful day.